Hey guys, welcome to another video. We're in the backyard today because we're working on a new project. If you didn't know, I have this camper bed that has like a kitchen pull-out system that my dad and I built together, and I love it. I use it going out on adventures, especially last summer and the springtime when we had a bunch of camping adventures. It's great. I can sleep on it. I have a kitchen that I can pull out and cook on and store all my stuff. And here we are today. My wife and I were actually working on our house. We're renovating the house. We're getting ready to move. A little bit more on that later. I'll show you guys where we're moving, give you an update on all that fun stuff. But I have an extra piece of plywood right there. So, taking a break from all the crazy renovations in the house, all the projects inside, I'm sick of painting. Oh man, if you guys have ever painted a house or any big project, you know that painting over and over, doing the same thing, just kind of sucks and you need something new. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to build something that's going to coincide with the camper bed. And as I was brainstorming ideas, looking online, seeing what other people were doing, I had two ideas. So the camper bed sits about this high, maybe a little bit higher. I could build something against the side of the bed over here and maybe have a little thing that hinges down as a workbench, kind of like this, and I can work on or eat my food or whatever. And the other idea was kind of like a nightstand situation, because as I'm laying here, sitting in here with the truck tent, I don't have a place to put my stuff, right? I just kind of set it on a tote and that's just kind of work for now. So with those ideas in mind, I think I'm gonna see if I have enough plywood to build that little side cabinet, that little storage system along the side of the truck bed. So I think it'd be nice to have a little table in there. I can just sit down, relax, work on stuff and whatnot. If I don't have enough plywood for something like that, maybe I could make a mini version of it or just stick with the nightstand idea that I had. It would have, the nightstand would just kind of sit on the side of the camper bed, but I think I'd have like a drawer or something in there so that it also has storage. So it also has a way for me to hold my stuff. Anyway, so those are the ideas I have. Let's go ahead. Let's measure out this plywood. Let's come up with some ideas, brainstorm, and see what we can do. So I have enough plywood for the little cubby add-on workstation thing. It just won't be as tall as I want it, which I think will be okay. This is all for fun anyway. I enjoy this kind of stuff. Plus it's getting me away from the monotonous projects that I've been doing for weeks straight now. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna make some cuts and then we'll place it in here. It'll kind of be a rough thing. We're gonna put in here. It'll be just basically just two boards put together, right? Make a shelf, but we'll mess around with it. We'll add some hardware. We'll cut out that little workbench. I think it's going to be really fun. And maybe we'll have enough extra and spare pieces of wood that we can make some like storage boxes or something. I don't know. We'll play with it. I think it's going to be a fun project and it's fun bringing you along for this. So cue the cutting and building montage. All right, like I said, two pieces of wood slapped together, screwed together. Let's go ahead, let's throw it in the truck. I think we'll throw the camper bed in there too and just kind of figure out the fitment of everything. And then I actually do have some hinges that I think will work from working on the kitchen inside. So we'll figure out all the fitment, cut out the little shelf for the workbench, and then go from there. Let's go ahead, let's grab this guy. And just like that, check it out. So like I said, I didn't have enough to make it long enough. So we've got an extra foot here. But I think that's kind of nice because once this is in here, once the camper bed's over here, we've kind of got like extra room to set stuff if we need to when we're packing our camping gear and whatnot in here. So the idea I had, this is nothing new guys, is to make like a little cubby right here because there's enough room. Maybe I can make a drawer, slide it out, and have a place and just add more things to this thing to make it fit my needs and for what we're going to be doing outside on our adventures. So I like it. I like that a lot. I mean, I'm not perfect. I was using a skill saw. I'm no expert on that. My dad's a lot better, but I think I did a pretty good job for what I had. Anyway, I think that's great. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to throw the camper bed in here, sit on it, and see what I like. See where to put the little workbench that I can hinge down and see what works for me inside of here. I just realized you guys can't hear me right here because my mic wasn't turned on, but basically I was just unwrapping it, just kind of showing you how it held up over the winter. And then right here, I realized you guys couldn't see from your angle, so give you guys a better angle to see where the water kind of came in, but nothing crazy, nothing serious. It still held up really well. And now you guys can see why I want to upgrade that with more lightweight material. It's a little heavy. I mean, you guys know if you've been following along, ultimately I want a bed rack and then throw a rooftop tent, become an ultimate overlander that way. But it is just more convenient if I want to go out on an adventure, just pack up some gear and go. But for now, for what we have, this is awesome. So my dad and I were building the camper bed and putting hardware on it. We found a cool little latch like this. So I figured why not try and make it work with our little door here, our little workbench. I don't know, you guys will see. It'll latch on here, that way it's not just flopping around when I put this in the truck and go on adventures. So here we go, everyone. We got the latch on here so that when we're driving down the road, it's not going crazy. Then I put it on hinges, so when I want to pull this down, obviously I'm going to have to support it somehow. So I've got this little guy for now as the support. Check that out. I gotta have my own little counter space here. The biggest thing is, like, when I'm laying down on the camper bed, I don't have anywhere to put my stuff, right? My wallet, my keys, flashlight, whatever it might be. So this is going to be perfect. A little here or a little here. I don't know. I really, really like it. And it's aesthetically pleasing and matching with the camper bed. So I'm super happy with this. I think it turned out great. This was a fun project to get away from the house, working on our house, getting ready to move and everything. It's nice to change it up a little bit. This was fun to build and do something for my truck. Do something I enjoy. So this is cool. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. And stay tuned for when we do move. I'm going to have a pretty big video on that. I've got some things locked and loaded. They're in the chamber. It's all just a matter of time. So this was fun. This was a fun project. I'm actually super happy to take this out with the camper bed, with the truck tent. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, I'll leave them all linked in the description so you guys can get caught up on what's going on here. So don't be afraid to go check those out too. Like the video, subscribe for more. We'll see you guys in the next one.